Hi, this is Cheri M. You might know me as Cheri M or Cmitty123 at Blue Sky and Reddit. I am using the Final Cut camera app. It's super easy to use. All you have to do is push go on the camera, stop it, you can look at your video, and then you hit another button and it gives you a choice of where to send it. So you can send it to AirDrop, iMovie, Messages, Mail, Notes, Freeform, Zoom, Final Cut, YouTube, Gmail, Drive, and Final Cut Pro. Super easy to use. The only thing is, when you use this, there's no edit. So when you start, you have to do your whole complete video, which is actually resulting in some hilarious things in my videos, so by accident. But it's really great. I like it because I could not have done this without that. So about before I could never figure out how to upload a video. So this is super easy. Let's see. Okay, so I had to leave because my battery ran down and I'm back. And I am on an iPad and I am at an angle that's bad because of my stand. And it is causing a funhouse mirror effect. So I look way fatter than I really am. But I am on the heavier side. Let's see. So now we are making the video. And I was talking about cutting their heads off on the last video. So what happened was, when we made Penis on Wheels, Ed decided we had to make it go 2 miles an hour. And the reason we had to make it go 2 miles an hour is because people will not get out of the way when it is coming towards them. So he discovered that right away. He had it going like 7 miles. He had it going. See, no edit. He had it going 7 miles an hour. And people were just. So he slowed it down to 2 miles an hour. So we're doing this video, and I said run from it, like you're in what are those things called? Are those things called mummy movies? Yeah, like those movies where they're chasing you and they're mummies, that kind of movie. So, and to do it really campy, so this thing's going 2 miles an hour and they're pretending to get away from it. And they are cracking up all over the place. They cannot keep it together for a second. And this went on, I don't know, an hour maybe. And he took 8 takes. And he said, I thought the first 4 times they would just have the giggles, they get the giggles out, and we'd be okay. We could not get the giggles out. So I said, chop their heads off. Because I realized if we cut their heads off, we're not gonna see them laughing, which would have hurt the video. And you would still see their bodies and Penis on Wheels, and you would still get the idea they're running from this thing. So in the video, we cut their heads off for that reason. And the actors didn't know that until they saw the video. So I don't know how they feel about that. But that's what happened there. And then we wrap up, and then Durga and I go to Italy. And so we're in Italy, and we, at almost midnight, we get a call from Greg, and he's working on the video because he's also editing it. And I said, I insist, this is in 2010, I insist everything. This video, I always have to fight with people. This video is going to be 2 minutes long, not a second longer than that, 2 minutes. And the reason I did that was because, I don't know if you remember, before TikTok there was Vine, and Vine had just come out, and I really loved Vine, and I would just flip through it and see everybody do these really fast videos. And I thought what's gonna happen is people are gonna get sick of things that take too long, and people are gonna want fast. And if I do this really long video, nobody's gonna watch it. So I insisted that it was 2 minutes long, so it would stand the test of time. And I had some blowback from Greg because he had all this footage. And I also said, make the scenes that so they don't make any sense. And there was a comedian, I don't know who it was, who said that when he has a dream, it's like he's walking down he falls over a cliff, and then he's in a parade. And so I said that to Dillard, that it should be like all, discombobulated. So I'm realizing I missed a piece I'll tell you about in a minute. He edits it, and he sends back the final copy to us, and I love it. It's perfect. I don't change anything. And then we have to find music, and then he says we can use someone's music, get noticed, and then change it. And I said absolutely not. And then he said we could rent music, and I said absolutely not. So we picked music that we were going to buy, but I said it had to be in the middle of the road because I didn't have any money. So then I said I want music with with fairies and bird sounds. And he said, you're never gonna find that. And I said, just type it in and see what happens. And sure enough, we found music. So then at midnight, this thing drops. And Durga has relatives in Denmark, maybe? I can't remember. And I called people in the United States, and right away we started picking up. And the thing is, when we made this video, I knew, I've been kicked off of Facebook. I knew that Mark Zuckerberg didn't like nipples in his videos. So I had to have a nipple in my video. I had to have at least one nipple, and it had to be elusive. And so they had to look for it. So we decided we were gonna put a scarf. So we had a problem. We were like, how do we make, we knew one nipple. So how do we make one nipple in the show, in the movie, that comes and goes? So we couldn't do a button-down shirt because that was too obvious. So Durga figures out if we take a scarf that's really thin and put that right across her breast, that sometimes we could move the material where you see her breast and sometimes you couldn't. And for that reason, this video got banned from Facebook. And my friend said, how would you like to have the job of looking for nipples? Because if you're looking for nipples, if you're on nipple patrol, you don't like nipples, and you're looking at nipples every day.